with Scotty Fox, do you have your quarterback for the future? Or do you continue to shop around? This is a hard one, huh?
No, not hard at all.
Let's hear your thoughts.
Okay, so I go back and fact check me on the previous podcast we've done. I've been a big Scotty Fox fan from early on.
Mm-hmm.
To me, Scotty represents more of the quarterback prototype that Rich wants. He's not as fleet of foot as some of the others that we have, but he's still pretty. I mean, you saw he had some Garrett Green like runs in that game, but he's got a great arm and he's got the intelligence that he can make the reads. So definitely he is the quarterback for the future, but you never put all your eggs in one basket, especially not in this new world of college football where it's pro college football. You want competition. Rich is always big on that. You want everybody to compete because it's not a matter necessarily of complacency, but you want somebody there to push you, especially during the off season. I don't care, and Afton's always good about pointing out that our demographics between me and you means we're going to be making references to things that maybe not everybody gets. Yeah. But Larry Bird, Magic Johnson will tell you that when they weren't practicing, when they were home, they were reading the other guy's stats, and it was pushing them to be better. That's exactly what we need with Scotty and others, because you never know. I don't wish ill on anybody, but injuries happen. My goodness, this has been the worst injury season I can remember in a long time. But also, you want guys pushing each other.
Well, you want guys pushing each other, but also we had C.J. Donaldson now being very successful with the Buckeyes. Wish him well. I don't. Just because someone moves on, I'm not going to shit all over. Okay, I'm not that guy, guys. People are like, oh, he's not a Mountaineer. He gave you guys a couple good years of running his ass off, taking lumps. So I can't say a bad word about it. But in today's day and age, you have a quarterback like Scotty Fox, has a couple good years in the Mountaineer uniform. There's going to be buzzards just circling Mountaineer Field trying to come in and get him. I know you guys are like, oh, that can't happen. It happens. I mean, he has an agent. Agent talks to Scotty. Scotty talks to the agent. The agent talks to other people. That's the way it works. And money greases the wheels. Right now, you had a quarterback from Tennessee ask for a little bit more scratch. He's making $2 million. He wanted more. They told him to pound sand. He went out to UCLA, beat Penn State. James Franklin got fired, et cetera, et cetera. So, there's a way of measuring the value of these guys. Mm-hmm. I just hope that West Virginia can groom a kid, teach him. He can be mentored, get better. He's going to be phenomenal in it next year if the Mountaineers can keep him. And that's just it. Wanted to close the segment with, these are guys that 2 weeks ago I was thinking, okay, the cupboard looks pretty bare. But now you open up like, we got rice, we got beans. I got some frozen chicken back in the deep freeze. There is enough in the pantry to be a good team next year, because you know what? They're not hot garbage this year. They're competitive. They're not going to win a college football playoff game because they're not going to get in a college football playoff game. But this team 2 weeks ago had no chance in hell of even being on the field and competing with Texas Tech. Now I'm like, this team could upset Texas Tech. This team could upset Arizona State. And now West Virginia's the favorite against Colorado, where last week they had an 18% chance of winning. But I don't know. What is the budget for West Virginia now with the quarterback? Because UCLA was paying their kid $1.5 million, where he made $2 million the year before Tennessee. I don't know what the magic number is for a Big 12 quarterback, but I'm pretty sure it's between 750 and like 1.2 million. That's what I've heard, and that's kind of where it's at. I know offensive linemen they're starting is 250. That's $250,000 a year, not $250. So I know Rich Rod probably has someone with a legal pad there, kind of like taking the shoes off, counting, and maybe they have a calculator. But I'm hoping some of these kids are retained because now's the time. If the kids are buying in and winning games, I think it's going to be easier to recruit because they're not these mercenaries. It'd be so easy for these kids just to kind of tune it out and think, you know, next year I'm going to try to find a landing spot. Maybe Cincinnati needs me. Maybe I can go play for Kent State. Maybe I can go play for, you know, William and Mary, James Madison. I don't know where these guys are going to play ball. Temple. But if you're coming off a team that's getting their teeth kicked in, I don't think you're going to be moving up in the ranks. You're kind of be moving lateral or to kind of like maybe a softer landing spot. What are your thoughts?
But this topic is one that people, you know, experts are absolutely trying to figure out, algorize, and you name it. Because first of all, we're definitely in sports. I don't care what sport you're playing. We're in a money ball era. People are figuring out what are the vital statistics that equate to wins. And in particular, I mean, they're taking it, you know, that's entry level stuff. They're taking it to a deeper level of, okay, based upon your offensive and defensive philosophies, what are the vital statistics? So knowing that, and you can then pick out the players that you need to win, that goes a long way. But then there are other things. We've mentioned before the fact that just the nature of the game, it is a mercenaries environment. Yeah. And you've got, and we can't fault the players for that. And it's just the way it is. And if it bothers you too much, totally get it, but you may not like sports anymore, you know, at least not at the collegiate level. But one of the things I think we can offer somebody, especially at this point of the program development, if you come here, you do have a strong chance of competing for playing time. And just the fact that you can get some playing time, you can get some film then to farm yourself around.
Right.
And, you know, that's huge because it's hard to convince another team that if you go to a program and you find it doesn't work for you, it's hard to sell yourself to other programs. That's where a lot of these I shouldn't call them kids, they're players. That's where a lot of times they end up going down a level or two,
right?
So they can get on the field, and that hurts them. That hurts them because now it looks like you have to, you know, lower your competition level to get playing time, but then you have to go down a few levels, and then you got to light it up. You've got to come up with great footage to then sell yourself back up. And these players don't have, well, the players don't have that long of a shelf life. You're talking about 5 years. So the idea of having to go down and go up, you might get 2 or 3 of those. And no, you're going to get 2. That's all you're going to get. So yeah, these are definitely things that we can do to help keep ourselves in the hunt for top-notch recruits.
Yeah, and I get back to the comment here that Don made. You know, Scotty will stay. Wilkins will probably leave. I mean, they started here and here where Wilkins was just a little bit ahead of him, and I think it was not really on talent. It was based on Wilkins fits Rich Rod's stereotypical quarterback position more so than Scotty. Scotty is he threw some lasers, fantastic balls, only going to get better. Anyways, so guys, this is West Virginia Live on the Voice of College Football. As usual, we're here every Monday at 9. Win, lose, whatever. Season's not happening, we're still here. Thursdays, we have a call-in show. So if you want to call in, maybe come on for a few minutes, say a few things, hey, have at it. We'll put the link in the chat, and you guys can come on in. Diesel Freak comes in once in a while. Jackson Johnson, I'd love to see you come in maybe this week if you have time. Thursday. That's Thursday at 8. Monday, 9 o'clock, guys. We get after it. Colorado is going to be a fun topic because, hey, we're the favorites. Last week I said bet on the Mountaineers. I don't know if they'd win, but I thought they would cover. I'm going to say the same thing again, guys. Put your money down on the Mountaineers because I think they're going to win. Eric, any final thoughts before we go?
Can't wait to get into Colorado with you on Thursday, buddy. Hopefully I can do that show. Got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, best wishes and pepperoni kisses. So as we always end the show, you know what? We're going to end it with, well, what do we end it with, Eric?
Got to show that flag.
Show the flag. Okay, let's go Mountaineers, and we'll see you on Thursday.